My name is Bhavani Devi. I'm the first Indian Olympic fencer and I play saber. So I started fencing when I was 11. It was the first year when they introduced fencing in my state, and they introduced to all the school levels in the year 2004. They introduced fencing, squash, gymnastics and 2 other sports. So by the time I went to give my name, they said all other sports are filled with the required numbers. So if you want, you can join fencing. I didn't know anything about fencing then. I'm like, okay, take my name, I want to try something different, and that's how I joined this sport. For me, when I started fencing, I wanted to do something big. I wanted to go outside. I wanted to represent India, take medal for India. But then it was not really popular at that time, and we did not get proper support as well. So every time I go for competitions, it's always with the struggle. My training routine, we start from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We start with physical preparation, and then footworks, and then technical, and then tactics, and then normal fencing matches. And you have to prepare yourself mentally, and then you have to prepare for competitions, your tickets, your finances. I think to be a good fencer, you need to be good at decision making, because our sport is very short time sport. So you have to decide one action, it might not work. So you have to be ready for the next option. So you have to be quickly decide the other action. So with a milliseconds of time. So other than that, you should have a good fitness and technical skills. But confidence is the key for all sports events. Today, technology is also playing a major role in athletes' performance, like data analytics and visualization as helping me to improve my game. In this, Tudip has been my great partner, and the patrons like Tudip, athletes can dedicatedly focus on their sport. In sports, you win, you lose, but you have to wake up next day with the same determination, same enthusiasm to go to the fencing hall to start the same preparation. So you have to take it in a good way. You have to, okay, I lost it or I won it. Okay, now I rest and I prepare for the next one. You have to do the same thing 1,000 times, maybe 700 times you do mistakes, maybe even 1,000 times you will do the mistakes. So you have to keep doing that again with the same spirit. My Tokyo qualification, it was World Championship 2019, so it was one of the big events to get more points for the qualifications. After the second match, I was not stressed. I was just focusing on my action. I wanted to do well, try to do my best. And the round 32 and round 16 of that competition, I was losing like very badly. I was 3, opponent is 8, and even the second half, my opponent was 13 and I was 4. So from there, I won 15-14. So that match was the most memorable match for me. Fencing is a new sport to India. So for us, for fencers, we haven't faced any failures or success in the beginning, and we haven't witnessed any of our senior athletes. So when I started fencing, I don't have any role models in our country. In the beginning, for me, everything was a learning, because it's first time for Indian athlete, first time for me. But the most important lesson I learned was from the Rio Olympics. I don't know how to go to Olympics, because we don't know which way to qualify, which competition we have to go, who are my opponents, how to qualify, what is the difference between Asian qualification and world. We knew nothing about fencing. So whatever I did in the beginning, it was the first time experience for me and for the whole fencing team. So Rio, I didn't try much, but for me, it was my best try. So I went to the qualification, with the confidence, with excitement, but I lost the first match 5-0, and because I didn't learn the stress, what is stress, competition stress, what is pressure. So when I win any medals, and especially the first medal, it's always very special. You know, after all these struggles and hardships, when you get to the podium and it's a first medal for you and first medal for India. Fencing is my passion, so I was doing what I love to do, and you know, it's not about just the result, it's about what you want to do in your life and doing with 100% effort. It's not like, okay, I go for one competition, if I lose, I will stop fencing. It's not like that. You do 100%. At the end, you might get, you might not get, but you always learn something and you always, you know, have the feelings that, okay, I have tried my best.